Let me just start this video by saying that watching this movie was a joy, right? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I apologize for that joke that I made in the intro, but I had to do it. Today we are going to talk about the movie Joyride, directed by Adele Lim. This movie follows a Chinese girl named Audrey, and she's adopted by two white parents. By the way, she's not really Chinese. Audrey works as a lawyer and she has to go to Beijing to secure a deal with a client of her firm. But anyway, this client only makes business with people that are very close to their birth parents. Not sure why, but that's how the guy is. He only makes deals with people that are very close to their family, especially with their birth parents, like I said. And since Audrey is adopted, she pretends that she is very close to her mother in order to get the deal done. However, her client wants to meet her mother and she's now on a mission to find her mother and to somehow bring her to Beijing because she knows that her mother is living in Seoul. So basically she goes to Seoul looking for her mother and she brings her friends that are there to support her. In the meantime, they lose their passports and they are not able to catch a flight to Seoul. So they kinda discuss different ways to avoid the security of the airport, and they even pretend to be a famous K-pop band like we saw in the trailer, but that doesn't really work. But in any case, they end up having some help and they manage to go to Seoul. When Audrey gets to Seoul, she immediately finds the place where she was adopted, and unfortunately she finds out that her mother passed away. And even though this movie is technically a comedy, there are some emotional scenes, and I have to say that I almost cried in this scene. Now, I would say that all the actresses in this movie did an amazing job. However, I felt like the screenplay was a little bit messy. However, the movie is only 1 hour and a half, so the pacing is very fast, which means the movie is also very enjoyable. The humor is very good, however, there are some corny jokes that aren't really my cup of tea, but I laughed quite a few times. A lot of people were laughing constantly in the theater though, so I would say that general audiences will enjoy this movie. Having that said, I will now share my ratings for this movie. For entertainment, I gave it an 8, I felt really entertained. For screenplay, like I said, a little bit messy for me, so I gave it 6.5. Pacing, I gave it a 7. Acting, I gave it 7.5. Cinematography, I gave it a 6, and editing, I gave it a 6.5. This makes an average score of 6.92, so the final score for this movie is a 7 out of 10. I would love to see this movie getting some nominations for the Golden Globes. Like I said, all the actresses in this movie were quite good, so I think they deserve a nomination in the comedy/musical categories. And I think the movie should be nominated for Best Film in Comedy/Music as well. Now let me know if you guys saw this movie already and what are your thoughts. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy movie content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.